Hello viewers, dear students. My name is Bhatt Rafi. I am lecturer in zoology subject. My YouTube channel is Bhatt Rafi's Lectures. You can share and subscribe if you like the video. Today I am going to deliver a video lecture to my 11th class students. And today my topic is mitochondria for class 11 students. So, dear students, let us begin the topic. Let us start the topic mitochondria. The mitochondria was first observed by Kolliker in 1880. And first observed in Kolliker in 1880, and Benda 1897 gave the present name of mitochondria. They were first observed in Kolliker in 1888 and Benda 1897 gave the present name of the mitochondria. The mitochondria is the Greek word mitos. Mitos means thread, and chondrion means green, and it is a Greek word. Mitos means thread, chondrion is the grain. Mitochondria is also called the powerhouse of the cell. It is called the powerhouse of the cell, or we call it the ATP mill or power plant, because it gives the energy of the cell. Because they are the major centers of release of energy in the aerobic respiration. And the mitochondria are found in all aerobic eukaryotic cells. And they are found in all aerobic eukaryotic cells. They are absent in prokaryotes. And they are absent in prokaryotes and anaerobic eukaryotes, and are absent in also mature RBCs. If you go for the size and shape of mitochondria, first we see the shape of the mitochondria. Mitochondria is normally cylindrical. In a mitochondria or cylindrical in outline. Mitochondria is the cylindrical in outline, but may be spherical, oval, filamentous, or even branched. Maybe spherical, oval, filamentous, or branched. This is the shape. If we go size of the mitochondria, size of the mitochondria is variable. It varies. If you go normally, they are length 1 to 4.1 μm. Normally they are the length 1 to 4.1 μm and diameter 0.2 to 1.0 μm. This is the diameter. And average 0.5 million. If we go for this chemical composition of the mitochondria, protein is 60 to, if you go for the protein, 60 to 70%. And a protein is present, or this is the chemical composition. Chemical composition. Protein is 60 to 70%. And lipid is 25 to 35%. And a protein 6 to 70%, and lipid is 25 to 35%. And RNA 5 to 7%. RNA 5 to 7%. And DNA is the small quantity, and traces granules, magnesium and calcium phosphates. If you go for the precise in structure, what is the structure of the mitochondria? Structure of the mitochondria. Mitochondria is double membrane bound structure. It is a double membrane bound structure. It has a double membrane. Membrane of the mitochondria is divided into two, inner and outer membrane. When we talk the double membrane, that is the inner membrane and outer membrane. Inner and outer membrane. Distinctly divided into aqueous components. The membrane of the mitochondria is divided into inner and outer membrane, distinctly divided into two aqueous compartments, outer and inner membrane. The outer membrane is very porous. And the outer membrane is porous. Porous means which has the pores. Small pores are present. And while the inner membrane is deeply folded, these folds are known as cristia. Now, cristia increase the surface area inside the cell. They are the site for the ATP. They are site for the ATP, generating chemical reactions. The membrane of the mitochondria contains specific enzymes has the specific enzymes meant for specific mitochondria, meant for the specific mitochondrial functions. Hence, the mitochondria are the site for the aerobic respiration. It is site for the aerobic respiration. They have their own DNA and ribosomes. Thus, they are able to make their own proteins. This is why they are considered as semi-autonomous organelle. If you go to mitochondria in nutshell, mitochondria are self-replicating organelles. New mitochondria arise by the division of existing ones. This is another prokaryotic features. And cells cannot form them from raw materials. And the mitochondria are continually renewed. So in rat liver cells, they are replaced about 10 days. And the mitochondria are fully autonomous. Both the structure and functioning are partially controlled by nucleus of the cell and availability of the materials from the cytoplasm. And the mitochondria are believed to be symbionts in a Morgellus in 1971, which became associated with them quite early in the evolution. If you go to the function of the mitochondria, in the mitochondria का काम क्या है सेल में? यानी function of the mitochondria. Function of the mitochondria. Function of the mitochondria, I already told, it is the powerhouse of the cell. It gives power to the cell. It gives energy to the cell. It regulates the formation of ATP. Second point, it regulates formation of ATP. Simple. And third is that it is seat for aerobic respiration, because they bring out oxidation of foodstuffs and release energy in the form of ATP. Therefore, they are called the powerhouse of the cell. And third point is that they store. Mitochondria may store and release the calcium when required. And another point is function of the mitochondria. Mitochondria provides intermediates for the synthesis of important biomolecules such as chlorophyll, cytochromes, steroids, etc. And another function of the mitochondria is some amino acids are also formed in mitochondria. This is another function. And another function of the mitochondria is matrix of inner chemicals. In a matrix or inner chambers of mitochondria has the enzyme for the synthesis of fatty acids. In enzymes required for the elongation of fatty acids have been reported in the outer mitochondrial chambers. These are the functions of the mitochondria. So, rest is okay. Thank you all.